Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to teach you about your transverse abdominis, which is your corset muscle. And for those of you that suffer with back pain, hernias, weak abdominal area, guys, this one is really for you. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use a heavy object. I've got two books with me, which I want you to grab. You can use two books, one book. Make sure that it's over a kg though, all right? Just so that you are able to feel the exercise. So before you start, I want you to find that beautiful neutral position through your standing, equal weight through your feet. Remember, the more you tuck the tailbone under, the more it opens up that lower back, and you'll actually naturally feel the abdominal muscles firing up for you. So that's one immediate kick in for the deep transverse. Now, in order for your deep transverse to truly work, you have to connect your pelvic floor. So whenever we start to work the transverse muscle, I want you to stop that flow of weight, connect your pelvic floor muscles, then your belly button scoops and your ribs slide down. Don't pull the belly button in first because it sort of weakens the area. You really need the pelvic floor to switch on first. So for you to feel this, I want you to stand up nice and tall. Now, all I want you to do is keep your tummy switched off. Don't switch anything on, and lift the arms up. Release down. Now, if you're used to the transverse working, you might not feel this, or the transverse not working. Lift and lower. Now, I want you to become very, very aware of the areas that are kicking in. For me, my weak area is my lumbar spine. So for me, that's immediately trying to do the work for me. If you've got mid-back problems, that area will start to almost ache or feel like it's actually working. But nothing will be happening in the tummy muscles, okay? So just do two more like that so you get the idea, or just the arms are working, and lift. Now for me, it's very uncomfortable and it really makes my lower back ache a little bit. So I want you to do this with the deep transverse fired up for me. So while you're standing there, tailbone tucked, stop that flow. We connect your pelvic floor, belly button, ribs connect. Get this nice and tight for me, and lift the arms up. Release back down. Keep it fired up. Don't switch it off, and lift. Now you should automatically feel this frontal area of your abdominal area working. Okay, stop that flow of we, connect, lift. Brilliant. You feel that? And lift. If you're not feeling this, guys, you've really got to work harder at it. It just means that that transverse muscle is not switching on properly. So connect your pelvic floor, belly button, ribs, lift, and release. And then again, lift it and release. So it's a silly movement like this that just wakes up that deep core, and release. Now I want you to do another two without using your core. So switch everything off, lift, straight to the spine, which is this is why we get injuries, guys, is because this area is doing the work of the transverse, which should be doing the work for the spine, should be supporting that spine. Okay, so practice that, guys, to get that to get your corset muscle switched on. From here, pop the books down, lie down on your back for me. Another way to get this transverse working is to hold a static exercise. So I want you just lying there. Place your fingertips on top of your hip bones here. Go in about 2 centimeters and then down a little bit. Now in this position, I want you to stop that flow of we. So connect your pelvic floor muscles, and you'll immediately feel muscles tightening up underneath your fingers. If you can't, practice. Practice, practice, guys. It is hugely important that you get this. And then completely release it. And then connect your pelvic floor and release it. Now we're going to add another 2 steps to this. Connect your pelvic floor, belly button scooping, slide the ribs down. And if you pop your fingers throughout your tummy area, you should feel a tightening occurring, okay? So because remember, the corset muscle literally looks like a corset. It wraps all the way around the front of your tummy, right up into your spine behind you. Okay. Now, in order to get this working for you to feel this, I want you to connect the pelvic floor, pull your belly button in, and imprint the lower back into the floor for me. So I want you holding this position for a good 10 seconds to 20 seconds. The longer the better, really. Now, just by holding this, you should start to feel those deep muscles engaging. Should be working, guys. Remember, the transverse is beneath the obliques, beneath the rectus abdominis. It really is the one that holds your spine together. And then release. And then connect your pelvic floor, belly button, ribs, imprinting. Hold it. and release it. So those of you with hernias, just practice this exercise. Stop that flow of wee, belly button ribs, imprint, hold it. Now to make it harder, this is optional, lift those legs into a double knee fold position. Hold this position. And now let your pelvis go back to neutral. And then again, stop that flow of wee, belly button ribs, imprint, hold it without the knees moving. Excellent, and release. Zip and hollow belly button ribs, imprint. Excellent. And release. And then connect. Feel it working for you. And release. Place those feet down. And then I want you to come up to a seated position. So you should have felt this whole area waking up. Another third way of feeling that deep trance. Hands behind your legs, stretch your spine up. Tighten up your core as you roll back. Now, as soon as you let go of your arms, if you're not working in that deep trance, you'll curl more, you'll flop, and you'll feel it in your lower back. So, tuck it under, pull that belly button in, lift up. Your pelvic floor is really switched on, your belly button is scooping, your ribs are connected. Feel it. You should be able to just hold it here. And then release it back up. And then again, tuck it under. Zip and hollow, belly button ribs, roll back. So whenever I say zip and hollow, guys, it's stopping that flow of reconnect it and release it. One more like that. Tuck it under, roll it back, hold, and then release it. So these 3 exercises, you can practice them till you find that you are actually feeling it. You shouldn't feel your spine working. You shouldn't feel any joints aching, guys. It should all be right the way, this lovely wrapping feeling going on deep within your body.